like to live on the dangerous side.
It's time to meet the Muppets on the Muppet Show tonight.
Good morning. Our house is a wreck, like such a wreck. It has needed some attention. We've just been like maintaining. We have clean clothes. We do the kitchen every night, but it's in desperate need of like a real reset. So we're gonna do that today. First, I'm gonna start with breakfast. I'm gonna show you my current breakfast obsession. This is actually my last bagel, so I'm gonna have to go to the store like tomorrow to get more. But this, I stole this from Hannah, who, I don't know where she got it, but this is all I've eaten for breakfast for the last like 2 weeks. First, put some parchment paper in your air fryer. That's why I'm upstairs, because their air fryer is much bigger than ours. Hand for reference, it's big. Then, with your bagel, you're going to take really any object. I just use the knife that I cut the bagel with, so I like to live on the dangerous side. And you're just gonna kind of smush to create a moat. Then you just need mug or tiny bowl, 2 eggs, fork, seasoning, and you're just gonna scramble 2 eggs in the mug. Okay, and then with your bagel pieces already in here and their little like moats already created, you're gonna take your egg mixture. You're gonna pour into the channel. It's much harder than it looks. Because it does that. Eggs kind of like naturally a little floppy, but I mean, it does just like also still cook usually. And then with this size bagel, like normal size bagel, what I need is like 1 5/8 of an egg. So I usually have some left over. So am I technically wasting egg? I am, but here we are. And then very carefully, trying not to spill anymore, you're gonna slide it back into the air fryer. Okay, don't look at, I need to clean the air fryer, but don't look at that. And then I've been doing 325 for 10 minutes. But I check on it halfway through. Every single air fryer is different. The first time I did this, I was like, there's no way it's gonna take 10 minutes. And Hannah was like, it probably will. And she was right, which I should have known. But check on it the first couple times you do it. It's a little different. Also, like if you slice one of your bagels slides thinner than the other, it'll also be kind of different. So just, yeah, keep an eye on it. Okay, this is what we're working with. They're actually a little overcooked because after 10 minutes, they needed probably like 1 more minute. Anyway, it doesn't matter. They're a little overcooked for my liking, whatever. And then right now I'm in a honey ham phase. Got some cheese, got some mayonnaise. Voila! Here I have it with some leftover baked potatoes that I've put butter and cheese on. And now we have a little brunch. Also, this looks like little lips. Bon appetit. All right, breakfast was delicious. Brunch, really, it's like 11. You guys know, I start at like the back of our house. It's really the front, I guess. It doesn't matter. I start at one side of our section of the house and go all the way around. So I'm gonna clean this hallway, then the baby's room, and then our hallway area. I'll show you. It's all these clothes from the children's clothing swap. So all of these are just sitting here until Saturday, where we're having the next clothing swap. So there's not much that can be done about this hallway right now. Other than I'm gonna stack these more on top of each other because Felix went through them last night. Vacuum this middle part. But hopefully after Saturday we can clean it because it is driving me bananas. All right. It's not done. Don't think it's done. We still have all of this, okay? But this middle part and the baby's room and the weird little hallway are clean. The kitchen's still mostly clean. My husband has a real knack for, as soon as I clean the kitchen, he has to make a very involved snack immediately. Something inside of him alarms. So the kitchen will have to get another clean after bedtime, but I'm not doing it now. However, can you hear the window? The window's open in our bedroom, okay? It is 6:20. I have roughly an hour and a half before my husband and my child get home. I only have to do this, put these clothes away, and then I have to edit a different video, not this one. But while I'm cleaning and no one's here, I do this thing where I play a YouTube video about an influencer I've never heard of. What were they canceled for? Who knows? What did they do? I'm gonna find out. So I'm gonna do that. I'm out of breath because I was spinning a little bit in this clean area. So I also made sweet tea today. So do I look like I'm glowing more from earlier in the video? It's because now I have sweet tea. So now I'm like more like myself, you know? Okay. Quick little time lapse while I get this behind me. Out of here. Okay, we did it, and we did it mostly all in one day. I am really proud of us. I feel so much better. So much better. As I'm filming this outro, it's actually after the other kids' clothing swap, so our hallway is actually even more clear. The stuff is back, but much less than there was, which is great. We are mostly caught up on laundry. I have a load that I need to fold tonight during summer house, which is fine. That's where we want to be. I'm hoping we can stay in that groove through at least like a month. Would be like killer. That would be like a huge dream. That would be a huge goal to make it a month consistently folding one thing of laundry every night. But life gets in the way, you know how it is. Thank you so much for doing this with me, guys. I really appreciate you being here. I really like doing these teeny tiny little reset videos. I feel like it motivates me to actually get started on something if I'm doing it with you guys. And I feel like a lot of folks really enjoy watching reset content because it's like getting you in the mind space of getting ready to clean, you know what I mean? My plan was to clean our bedroom a little bit. It honestly isn't terrible, but I think because it won't be that dramatic of a transformation, I'm not gonna film it. I'm just gonna do it probably tomorrow while the baby's at school, and that would be fine. Thank you so much to Veronica for editing this. Everyone say thank you. And thank you so much for watching it. Like I said, I really like making these kind of videos. If you enjoy watching them, please leave a comment below. Please let me know if there's a different kind of content that you like best. I think I'm gonna do a poll here on YouTube soon being like, which videos do you like the most? I so rarely, I can't even think of more than like one instance where we've gotten a comment where it's like, I don't really like this kind of video, but all the time we get comments where it's like, this kind's my favorite, this kind's my favorite. And, you know, I'm just curious. I feel the same way about my favorite content creators. Like, there are some folks that I watch who do like a little weekly vlog with a little bit of sewing, but honestly what I personally like the best is kind of like sewing from beginning to end. And then there are other content creators who are also sewing content creators, but I like their like weekly vlogs better. You know what I mean? I think it just kind of depends. I think also for me personally, it also depends on the mood I'm in, because sometimes I want to be like sewing inspired, and sometimes I want to be like cleaning inspired, and sometimes I just want like, you know, like a weekly vlog. For me, at least, when I watch other folks' weekly vlogs, it's like a reminder that like life goes on, you know what I mean? And so I don't know, yeah, let me know here. And then also you know, if we've already posted the poll by the time this comes out, let me know. I think I'm gonna keep like doing recurring polls, and I think I'm also gonna post some on Patreon, because our patrons in particular, who are the reason we're able to do this job and are so incredibly lovely, I, you know, want to make sure that they are at the top of our priority list for for content ideas. I hope this gave you a little bit of cleaning motivation. I love you guys so much. I'm so proud of you. The world is so scary, but you are all so lovely. Thank you for being here. If you made it this far, please comment, let's see, comment a project you need to tackle or you recently tackled. So even if it's just the dishes that you put off for a few days, even if it's just you finally went and filled out the paperwork to get your new license plate, like some people we know did recently. Anything, let me know so that I can congratulate you on your big success. Okay, I love you guys. Goodbye.